Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm back with another thrift haul, and this time I'm showing you all the pieces I picked up in October and November. And first up are these jeans I found at the thrift store. At first when I saw them I thought they'd be too big, but I decided to try them on anyways because they're made from a really thick fabric, which I like. So I tried them on and they fit, and I ended up loving the baggy fit of them. But they were too long, so I altered them when I got home because I want to wear them on casual days. Next up is this suede jacket, and I have to admit I've definitely fallen for the trend. I usually try to avoid trends when shopping, especially when it comes to silhouettes, since I think I have a good sense of shapes and details that I like. But when it's a trending color or fabric, I often find myself drawn to it. And honestly, I don't mind because it pushes me out of my comfort zone and encourages me to try things I wouldn't usually consider or have forgotten about, because for example in my early 20s I thrifted and wore a lot of suede, but I eventually donated those pieces when they became too worn out, so that's also why I wouldn't buy new suede. And then the bag I also thrifted, but I bought it from Vinted, and I came across this new brand that I didn't know about before, and it's called La Marta. The quality really surprised me, and it's also big enough to fit my laptop, so I can use it for work, but I also think it's small enough to just wear it day to day. And I really love the details on it and the contrast stitching. I think it's the perfect shade of brown, and I have worn it a ton. The next piece is something I pretty much influenced myself into buying, because the suede trend brought back some memories of how I used to dress in my early 20s when I just started thrifting, and I wore a lot of 70s inspired outfits back then. So I decided to get a pair of more fitted jeans with a bit of a flare, and I love to wear baggy pants, but they're just not as warm during the winter months. And the next piece is actually also a little bit of a nostalgic piece to me, because it reminds me of the boho trend in the 2010s because of the tassels on the back, but also the blue color. It's reminding me of a shirt I had back then. It was the same kind of blue, and it also had these tassels on the sleeves. I must admit that I haven't worn this bag a lot, but I think I will wear it more in winter because I think this will fit nicely with a very big coat. Because in winter I always struggle with my bags falling off my shoulders, and I think with this kind of strap and this kind of shape of bag it's going to be a little bit more easy. I said I had fallen for the suede trend, and I wasn't kidding. In my defense, the first one was a blazer and had a very different color. And as I'm looking at this one, I would also style the two completely different. This one I would wear with a black bag and also some darker pair of jeans, but I would style them with these full suede boots I got 2 months ago, because the color is pretty similar, and because they are not right beside each other, you can't really tell the difference between the faux and the real suede. This one is also a little bit more oversized, and I can close it fully with buttons, so I think I can layer this with a thick sweater and will be fine in winter as well. Recently, I've been trying to experiment a bit more with different shoe styles. When it comes to my shoes, I've never really found a pair that I absolutely loved, so I've decided to experiment a bit more with different styles to figure out what works for me. And 2 months ago I thrifted the brown boots you saw earlier, and they were pretty cheap and I have worn them a lot, so I decided to look for a pair that is similar but different and is of a higher quality. So I stumbled upon this black leather pair, and I have been loving wearing these with baggy pants because I love the contrast of a pointy heel paired with them. But I also love these shoes paired with these pants, which I got on Vinted after buying the light blue jeans. And these are a bit thicker, and I absolutely love the stripes. I feel like this pair will get a lot more wear during the fall and winter months, while the light blue jeans will make a comeback in spring. And I've also never understood why wearing navy and black together is considered controversial. I actually think it's a very classic combination, and I love how the thrifted navy bag complements this outfit. And there is just something so satisfying about creating a look entirely out of thrifted pieces. And then the last sweet item I got the last 2 months is this bag. It's from a brand named Salamander. It's a bit damaged on the sides, but apart from that, I really like this one. Some days I just want a bag that makes an outfit a bit lighter, and I think this bag will be very nice paired with a black wool coat or any winter coat that I have actually. And it's also very casual since it looks like a tote bag, but I sometimes feel a little weird wearing a tote bag in winter. I don't know why. Next we have this denim jacket that I got on Vinted. I used to avoid denim jackets, they're such a staple in many people's wardrobe, but whenever I tried them on, I never found them comfortable. So I was a bit hesitant to buy this one since I couldn't try it on. But the style of this jacket really drew me to it, the fact that it closes all the way up with a zipper and that it's kind of fitted. But I'm actually still figuring out how to style it. I think I might prefer it with a darker jeans for a more cohesive look. But I also would love to style this with a skirt, for example. So let me know what you would do with it. Then along with the navy jeans you saw earlier, I also picked up this top. It was a bit of a gamble and not something I'd usually go for, but since it was only €1 and I was going to buy the jeans anyway, I decided to get both of them in one package. And I've realized that I often feel like I'm missing fin tops for summer, so this could fill that gap. And I did try styling it with a t-shirt underneath, but that didn't quite work out, so I'll have to wait for warmer weather to wear it. But still, I couldn't pass it up. Normally I'm not a big fan of patterns, but something about this one really drew me in. It has these flowers on top of it, but they are a little bit faded, so from afar you can't really tell that they are flowers. And the color is also something that I really like, especially with these darker tones. And I feel like I can wear it right now with a cardigan when I'm just inside, so I will definitely try that as well. This cardigan I thrifted a few months ago, I think, and it is a navy color, and I think that is very cohesive with this look. But I'm definitely a beginner when it comes to styling tops because most of my tops are very basic. So again, let me know how you would style this one. The last bag that I got is this bag from a brand named Coccinelli. And it is a leather bag that really reminded me of this jacket that was trending a few months ago. I think it was originally from Mango, and it was also a leather jacket in a similar color with these stud details. And I did like that one, but it was very trendy, and I also don't really need a new leather jacket. And I also think it was a little bit more of a trend that would fade out, and I think it's a little bit more timeless in a bag. And I do really like this color. I actually have a bag in this color with flowers on top of it, but the flowers are made from leather pieces. Now that I think about it, I do have to wear this a little bit more, but it is very delicate, so I actually save it a lot. So I think on the days that I don't want to be too aware of what I do with my bag, I will wear this one. The last item I got were these shoes on Vinted. I also got them because I want to experiment a little bit more with the types of shoes that I wear. And I always liked a Dr. Martin kind of boot, but never on me. I admired them on other people, but I also always thought they looked a bit like a gimmick for the typical art school girl in my school days. So I never tried them, but since these are from COS and they don't have the classic contrast stitching, I think they are a bit more subtle. They are definitely worn, so I just want to see how many times I gravitate towards them, since this will make it clear to me if these kind of shoes actually fit in my wardrobe. And at the moment, I think my biggest gap in my wardrobe are these in-between shoes. I most of the time switch between just very comfortable shoes like sneakers and then these really high heels, and I don't think I have anything in between that does feel fancy to me but is comfortable as well. So I think that's why I wanted to try these as well. But I have to admit that I don't have a lot of pants to go with comfortable shoes because I like to keep them long so I can wear them with heels. So that is also a problem I need to fix. So that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Definitely let me know what your favorite item is and how you would style some of these pieces. And I'll see you soon with a 7 days 7 looks video. Thank you for watching.